got an autopsy done, it would have been revealed what happened. So he got what he wanted. He wanted the project to just be completed. Why didn't Angie Stone have an autopsy done on her? What's up, my beautiful soul family? How's everybody feeling today? Everybody knows that, it's been almost 2 months now since the legendary soul singer Angie Stone passed away. A lot of people feel like it was foul play involved in Angie Stone's death. You know what I mean? A lot of people feel like, people that I'm not going to name names wanted her gone. Anyways, one of the things that you guys felt suspicious was that Angie Stone did not get an autopsy before she was buried. I've been asked, could I look into why she didn't get an autopsy performed on her? So that's what we'll be looking into in this video. We'll be asking, why did Miss Angie Stone not receive an autopsy? Is it foul play involved? Is it somebody trying to cover something up? Or is it that they knew what she died from and they just didn't want to waste their time doing an autopsy? Now, y'all know, of course, before I start this reading, I need to put out my disclaimer. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Everything I state in this video is just my interpretation of the cards. Nothing I state in this video has been proven to be fact as of now. So now that we got that disclaimer out the way, let's shuffle these cards and let's see why Miss Angie Stone did not receive an autopsy. All right. So let's pull some cards. Let's see if we get the answers that we seek. The first card up is the King of Wands, which is, I'm guessing some kind of fire sign male was involved. Like the boss, the leader, the world card. Yeah, it seems like these are major. Somebody that robbed somebody of something. Somebody that had resources. Somebody that wanted the project to be completed. They had resources, you know what I mean, and they were impulsive and they make some pretty foolhardy decisions. And you got the Queen of Cups next to that. Let me see here. Let me pull this. There was a trauma involved because this woman wanted her money, and they would do anything to win, and they were doing something sneakily. I feel like, okay, so I think I'm starting to get a story painted here. All right. Angie Stone had a falling out. You know what I mean? Angie Stone had a falling out with a fire sign male. I'm guessing it might have been Claude Davis, because a lot of you guys are saying Claude Davis was the head of Angie Stone's record company, and that they were having a dispute with royalties at the time. So I'm a maybe think that maybe this King of Wands represents a fire sign male boss, aka Clyde Davis, who's an Aries, all alleged. He wanted a project to just be done. He wanted it to be complete, which means I think he wanted her death to be complete, and he had the resources to make sure that it was completed and it was rushed to be completed quickly. You got the Queen of Cups. Let me see here next to the Six of Cups, which is reversed, which talks about some kind of trauma that happened or taking care. Like, I think that he just wanted I feel like he did something sneakily. He wanted to win in that situation. He was sneaky and conniving and cunning about causing her death. This is what I'm seeing in the cards, right? Because they had a falling out, especially about money and royalties. You know what I mean? And he wanted to keep all the royalties for himself. He wasn't trying to pay her, so he got what he wanted. He wanted the project to just be completed. You know what I mean? That because he took her life cycle from her. This was his way of winning. Let me see here. Yep. Since she couldn't agree to disagree, I feel like he got that. His words, not mine. This is from what my gut is feeling like. He got rid of that B word. Is what he's looking at her as. She was difficult and all this other stuff. He got rid of her. He caused her death. You know what I mean? He wants that truth to stay hidden. You know what I mean? So that he can continue to keep her royalties and keep what he feels he's justified and owed. This is so far the reason why Miss Angie Stone did not have an autopsy done. You know what I mean? He's paranoid that somebody is going to find out that he committed that crime, that when he basically unalived her. Let's say that. Because he wanted to keep all the resources for himself and remain wealthy, he wanted to keep her royalties. Like, how dare she, you know what I mean? How dare she come and want her royalties back for money that she is owed? Alright, so far, yeah, this is what the cards are saying, allegedly. I'm getting, like I said, this is all alleged, but I'm feeling like the cards are pointing to the fact that because they were struggling over royalties, that she was trying to collect what was owed to her for all the hard work she put in for all these years, trying to build her career, and ended up building his pockets. He felt like she was a B word that had to go. You know what I mean? And he committed the murder against her. And he didn't want that truth to get out there. If an autopsy was revealed, it would have revealed what she really died from. This is what I'm seeing, allegedly. You know what I mean? He feel like she did nothing but cause trouble anyway, you know what I mean, and challenged me too much, and she cut business ties with me. You know, she didn't cooperate with me because she felt like she didn't get the money she deserved. But here's the thing, Clive tried to, you know, basically use money against her. You know what I mean? He tried to keep her money. He tried to rob her. He tried to make her unstable, even though he didn't care about her foundation being unstable. He didn't care about her you know, her being able to pay off debt. None of that crap. He didn't care about her going into debt, you know, because he kept money that she was owed. He was self-serving and cared about the money he was going to keep in his own pocket, and he wanted to stay in control of the resources, of the money, of the creative process. You know what I mean? So this is why he set it up to look like some kind of vehicular accident, you know, because he felt like there was Warren, and he was refusing to let the resources that she had earned him over the years walk away, like the wealth. He refused that crap. Nah. So guess what? Guess what that means? You know what I mean? He had to unalive her, so he thought this is a plan that he deeply thought about. If she would have got an autopsy done, it would have been revealed what happened. He could have possibly went to jail, you know what I mean, or people could have at least looked at him funny and really suspected that he had something to do with it. This is why he was not trying to do all of that. You know what I mean? So he made for sure an autopsy don't get done on her. I don't know how he did it, but the cards are just showing me. This is what the cards are saying. The cards are showing me that some kind of a way he was able to prevent an autopsy from being done. You know what I mean? Because they believe, though, she died in a car accident. But what really happened was that something was put in her, like her drink or something like that, from what I'm seeing. This was planned. Something was put in her drink. You know what I mean? I'm seeing that this is the Empress card, right? So something saying about the mother and the King of Cups, which is about a male water sign. Here's what I'm feeling like. I'm feeling like he got her son, you know what I mean, to put it in her drink. Allegedly. He got her son to put something in her drink. You know what I mean? He paid the son handsomely and promised the son something. He wanted to keep all the money for himself. His mentality was like, it's like I feel like I'm getting a feeling from the cards. He got a kick out of trying to get her own son to unalive her. Well, that, you know. And like that's basically what caused the crisis. She was something was slipped. She was slipped something. I don't know if it was drugs or toxins, but I'm getting the feeling it was drugs. You know what I mean? That she was slipped. Let me see here. He wanted her to stay dependent. You know what I mean? And to not have the luxuries and the money that she's owed. Like, this was all about the fact of him trying to not basically commit to paying her the money that she was entitled to. You know what I mean? The money that she was entitled to because of all the creativity she did to help him, you know what I mean, make other people famous, to help him with song process, you know, the song writing process, and you know what I mean, all of the royalties and stuff like that. He's a very sneaky, selfish, evil man. From what my cards are saying, you know what I mean? And he does the worst things to people. You know, he thinks that people are supposed to remain a slave to him and stay dependent on him for money and stuff like that while he take all the money. He's apathetic to how people feel. He's like delusional to believe that he has a right to the money. to everybody's money. He has a right to keep your money. This is the way he sees it, even though he's not the one that worked hard to earn that money. You know what I mean? She was wrong in his eyes. He's just a businessman. She was wrong for trying to collect that money. How dare she? So I'm out of cards, so I'm going to end the reading right here. But tell me what you guys think. Do you guys believe this is the reason why Angie Stone did not get an autopsy done, is because Clyde Davis did something sneakily to ensure she doesn't get an autopsy done, and her son Michael helped slip something into her drink, or she basically ingested something that either made her high or poisoned her, and this is what contributed to her death. You know what I mean? But I want to remind everybody this is all alleged. Anyways, leave a comment down below telling me what you think about this. Do you guys believe anything about what Spirit was saying today? Thank you, my beautiful soul family, for tuning in. I'll see y'all in the next reading. Love you, my babies. Have a good one.